Stand by for action. Anything can happen in the next half hour.
You are watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
And you're watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
With the one and only Stu Bear.
Stu Bear. You're watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
Airshow World with Stu Bear.
With Stu Bear.
You're watching Airshow World 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 with Stu Bear.
With the fastest aviation show on YouTube, it's Stu Bear's Air Show World.
A very, very good evening to you. Welcome along. It's Friday night. It's the Friday night show. And for the next 60 minutes, hey, stay right where you are. It's a recorded show tonight. I'm down at the Midlands Air Festival. But hey, we got some great items coming up for you tonight. Oh, what a fabulous aircraft. And coming up just a little bit later in the show, I've got the full display of that Blenheim that displayed at Old Warden for the nighttime show a couple of weeks ago. And talking about a couple of weeks ago, we had a request for some Mirage action. Well, hey, here's the Mirage 2000.
The B model is the two-seater. That's obviously primarily used for training, and the C model is the single-seater. moment. We just...
Control, did you hear that last request over?
Continue tight 10 behind the Spitfire. Spitfire request, line up. Continue taxing. As you would expect from the French, a raucous display, flashing of lights, saluting the crowd. At end of interest, if you have a look, you can see the in-flight refueling probe that's just forward of the cockpit area. Technically, this is the last year that the Mirage 2000 will be on display.
The Midlands Air Festival returns for a 5th year of excellent family fun. This spectacular aviation event will once again consist of night fire and flying displays, and the Red Arrows will be kicking off their 2023 season. Plus, other highlights include the Lancaster, the RAF Typhoon display, wing walkers, and the amazing Brendan O'Brien with Otto the helicopter, and so many other amazing aircraft. Plus, over 200 balloons will grace the skies above Ragley Hall in Warwickshire. It's got to be the Midlands Air Festival from the 2nd to the 4th of June 2023.
Well, the Friday night show is taking place right now, and the Saturday is a complete sellout, but you may still be able to get tickets for the Sunday. And talking of Midlands Air Festival, that's where we're at right now. This is from last year.
Wingspan of 104 feet, as you see it here, with the retractable wingtip floats retracted.
What has he got on board this thing? It's one of those sort of like...
That's parasol wing sitting up above the fuselage on the pylon, and in that pylon above the fuselage sat the flight engineer with all of his clocks and dials and the fuel gauges, most important on this aircraft. Very ably flown today by Angelo Cunningham. This was observation aircraft, anti-submarine. And if you have a look at the rear fuselage side, you will see two very large blisters. Now those blisters accommodated observation positions and also defensive positions, so that in those spots where you could actually pull up the side of the multifaceted blister, you had two 50 caliber machine guns on either side. In a nose turret, either a single or a twin 30 caliber machine gun. And if you look under the fuselage, you'll see that big planing area for the boat hull. And just behind that, there's a step up. And at that top of that step was another ventral gun position where you could pop a 30 caliber machine gun down to prevent attacks from the rear and below. Initially referred to as the PBY Catalina. PB for patrol bomber, and Y was a designator given by the US Navy in a system that stretched back to 1922 for the Consolidated Aircraft Company. It wasn't just applied to the Catalina, it was a system of codes that applied to all manufacturers that supplied the US Navy. It was produced between 1936 and 1945 in 16 different variants, but always a long-range patrol bomber. Called variously the PBY, the Catalina 1-6 by the British, PB2B2, the PBN1 Nomad for the ones built by the Naval Aircraft Factory, were also built by Consolidated, Vickers Canada, Boeing Canada, and also in the Soviet Union. They produced a licensed variant. US Army operated them. RAF Coastal Command Catalina found and shadowed the Bismarck. The US Navy Catalina found the Japanese fleet approaching Midway Island. And a Royal Canadian Air Force Canso discovered the Japanese fleet approaching Ceylon with the intention of destroying the Royal Navy Indian Ocean Fleet. You now see those wingtip floats extended for the landing and takeoff position, providing support and flotation for the outer part of the wings. Unlike things like the Sunderland, those floats are retractable, adding to the aerodynamics of the aircraft. I think that's such a neat design. When you're slow, you need everything possible to reduce drag. Incredible to think that an RAF Catalina, a 205 squadron that was based in Singapore, was shot down by Japanese fighters in the Gulf of Thailand some 19 hours before the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, because they were concerned that the Catalina may have spotted part of their invasion fleet that was heading to Malaya to land at Kota Baru. 2 VCs won by pilots flying Catalinas, one by John Cruikshank, who sank the U-347 in 1944. He was wounded 72 times, individually 72 times, passed out, still managed to come to and land the aircraft, and he was awarded the VC. Flight Lieutenant David Hornwell, Royal Canadian Air Force, he was attacking the U-1227 and was awarded the VC posthumously. You can see those floats on the wingtips now being retracted.
And coming up right now on Airshow World, it's that time of the show to find out what some of the Airshow World followers have been doing. Well, sticking with the Midlands Air Festival theme right now, these brilliant photographs were all taken by our very good friend Steve, SRH. You're heading to the Midlands Air Festival this very weekend, I certainly hope you have a fantastic time. That's where I am right now, and coming up for you in just a couple of weeks, it's another great air show where we're going to be at, and here's some clips from just a few years ago from Cosford Air Show.
The very best of the Royal Air Force's home team. Is that of the 2,500 horsepower Bristol Centaurus the vertical and slope certainly increasing air traffic management services Collins Aerospace. believe that in big battle formations, the red, white and blue smoke trailing behind as they move up to the vertical red one. With indeed a wing wave, you've got to yourself.
I'm with V for Victory, and I'm currently portraying a civilian aviatrix just prior to World War II, and you're watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
Absolutely wonderful stuff, and the full version of that video is coming out in just a few weeks' time. Of course, that was taken from Old Warden round about 2 weeks ago, but right now, here's the full version of that brilliant F-18 display from Cosford from just a couple of years ago. You saw the little clip a moment ago, here's the full version.
the Swiss went for the Hornet. A very agile aircraft to fly the during the World Economic Forum. And these aircraft often exercise with French and German fighters. Final low pass before departure. With indeed a wing wave. Regards to yourself. Well, I think magnificent is the word. Joining in by providing some incredible backdrops.
And coming up right now on Airshow World, it's that time of the show to find out what some of the Airshow World followers have been doing. And it's Airshow Followers Part 2, and this time, these fabulous photographs are also from Midlands Air Festival. These were all taken by our good friend Gareth. Later tonight, this is the sort of thing that we are going to be seeing at the Midlands Air Festival. That's what they call the night glow, and around about at this time right now, the Red Arrows should be performing. It's, if you're there and you're sneaking a quick look at your phones, watching Airshow World, hey, have yourself a fantastic weekend. If you're going on Saturday, have a great time at the Midlands Air Festival. And of course, you can't get tickets anymore for Saturday, but there may be some tickets for Sunday. I'm not too sure. Because, of course, this is a recorded show tonight because the bear is rather busy down there at the Midlands Air Festival, bringing you all the great video footage. So look out for that. That's going to be coming your way in the next few weeks. But right now, you saw the little taster of this Blenheim. Right now, here's the full display from the evening show from Old Warden, just from a couple of weeks ago on the 20th of May.
Grasshoppers, last pass. Grasshoppers, roger. Blenheim, lifting. Visual. Grasshopper 2, roger. Are you going back to the bomb? I will be, please, yes. Grasshopper 1, leaving your area, please. Now let's change back to Dutch 1, 22.0, thank you so much. Grasshopper 1, thank you, Tom. See you soon. Take care. See you, Jonathan. Yeah, thanks.
Ultimately, 4,422 members in various marks were built for the war effort. Unfortunately, by the time the war began, it was to a very fair extent obsolete, and this led to many casualties. In various marks, later marks went on to see action in all operational theatres of World War II, and in the aviation history books for carrying out the first Allied air attack on the Japanese carrier force in the Pacific.
Grasshopper 1, cross runway 02, expedite. Expedite, crossing, taxi hold point runway 02, QFE 10190. 10190. Oh, Chipmunk taxi. Chipmunk taxi 02, runway 02, or the whole runway 02, QFE 1019. 1019, taxi hold 02. from our position here. You can be further up the runway than us. Sorry, say again. Can you depart from where you are? Copy. Maggie will follow the ship on the other. A-Pub, solid. And Tiger ready check. Tiger Alpha, loud and clear. Safe. Sixty's up. 60 loud and clear. Barnstormers checked. 2. Blenheim positioning, last fast yet 6. Blenheim, roger. 5. Barnstormers request line up. Barnstormers report lined up runway 02. Full lined up, Barnstormers.
The lighting for these evening shows at Old Warden with the Shuttleworth collection is just amazing if you've got blue skies and the sun is then behind you. But hey, Midlands Air Festival time. If you're going on Sunday, you're going to see the Draken.
The parachute is now off the runway.
Hi gang, it's Stu Bear, and I want to say a big personal thank you to you all for all your support and to let you know about our new YouTube channel. And when you get a chance, pop over and say hi and subscribe with Travelling Bear YouTube channel. And as we take you to some of the most beautiful locations with videos, photographs, drone footage, and lots of information about the local areas, plus places where you can park your camper vans and park up, plus as well as all of that, we'll put in the grid references so you can easily find all of these. So hey, why not click the link under the video right now and subscribe to the new channel with Stu Bear and Travelling Bear YouTube channel.
A huge big thank you to everybody that subscribed already to the Travelling Bear with Stu Bear YouTube channel. Thank you so much. We're trying to get to 1,000 before the end or the middle of June. So if you can help us out and you haven't already subscribed, hey, do it right now. The link is under the video. But right now, as I said, in a few weeks' time, it's the Cosford Air Show. And here's a couple of fabulous aircraft. Starting off with the B-17, and then we've got the B-52.
Our most important date each year is a fly past over the Madingley American Military Cemetery. Powerful place. I urge you to go to it. No, she's showing us her underside. She's showing us her bomb bay. Not as big as you might think. On a Lancaster, that would extend down the whole fuselage. Document myself with the National Archives, signed by Air Chief Marshal Sir Arthur Harris. Decision made that the Lancasters would go to Germany with more bombs on board. And although a turret was tried underneath, particularly by the Canadians in 6th Group, the decision was made that drag, the weight, and the additional man lost meant they wouldn't be defended from underneath. Truly a day in which I discovered something about the decisions made by commanders. Memphis Belle, but of course she's named after Ellie Sallingboe, Sally B. Features original actual air combat footage, a special stunt crash at the beginning. And it's possibly the most evocative opening sequence of any film I've ever seen, let alone a war film. Any film is extraordinary. A lot of the films based in offices, don't let that put you off, it's really good. So if you'd care to donate £395, non-members £460 or more to help keep Sally B flying and have your name or a name of your choice added to the prestigious Roll of Honour on the outside of her fuselage for 1 whole year and spend a special VIP day with our P-17 at Duxford. Being a little bit of a smoke pass himself, but here comes Sally B. Do you remember we were talking? Just seeing if she's going to put her smoke on. It's a lifetime to be trained as a crew member, including, get this, and here she comes.
Tony Prince.
That's me. How you doing? This is your royal ruler, Tony Prince, and hi there. I'm at United DJs Radio, and you're watching the Airshow World with Stu Bear. Come fly with me sometime right here.
United DJs.
My name is Colin Baker, and you are watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
And coming up for you right now on Stu Bear's Airshow World, it's time to go way back in time with classic air shows.
Oh, you're gonna love what we've got coming up for you right now. It is the Vickers Vimy and a few extras.
Well, that one there.
Hello, my name is Matt Allwright from The One Show and Morning Live, Watchdog, Road Traders, all that stuff. And you're watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
You certainly are. Hey, great to have your company as always every Friday night. Tonight, recorded show because I'm right down here at the Midlands Air Festival.
Revealing, as we've already discussed this year's Flying the Flag Livery scheme. The design was created as a collaboration between the team and a Eurofighter enthusiast, Adam Johnson. Adam also designed the Gina livery for the 75th PBY anniversary, which you may remember. Onto the A-axis. Again in from the right, he's going to conduct knife edge manoeuvring. At 9G, air is being forced into his G-suit, compressing his muscles, trying to keep the blood from draining from his head. Here's the on-crowd gear down barrel roll. Back down the line. Setting up for the slow speed pass. Dropping the Eurofighter ground speed to probably, as it's into wind, below 100 knots. It looks as though the aircraft's just hanging in the air. Nose held high, he's running 24. Back on the ground on the 45. A half Cuban with 540 aileron bolts. And then a half horizontal back down into the max rate turn. G-turn, Sainty is unable to even lift his arms at all. And into the corkscrew. The Eurofighter has a hand-on throttle and 6 system though, which means Sainty can completely safely control the aircraft even though he can't lift his arms. The G applied to his body will now make him weight equivalent to a Formula 1 racing car. Into the knife edge pass. then invert, and then push again. And it can be quite painful. On crowd, back onto the B, into the quarter clover, Saintie's hardest manoeuvre, technically difficult to get the exact 90-degree turn as he rolls into the full back stick, burners on, he's going to exit the display. Back home to his Midlands. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the 2021 Royal Air Force Typhoon display.
That was superb. That was recorded at the Midlands Air Festival from just a couple of years ago. Right now, though, last item on the show.
Falcon vacate to the right. Falcon vacate to the right.
Hi, it's Stu Bear from Airshow World, and I'm very proud to announce our sponsor, the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. And for viewers of Airshow World, you can get 15% off from the world's best tea and coffee company. Plus, you'll be helping Airshow World grow. Just use the code Airshow. That's the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. Well, a big thank you for joining us this evening. Hope you've enjoyed the show. And if you're going to the Midlands Air Festival this weekend, have yourself a fantastic weekend. And I will see you live in the studio next Friday night. Thanks for watching, and a very good night to you.